I asked ChatGPT to create the perfect winger in Football Manager 2024, and this is what it came up with. A player with unsurprisingly excellent physical attributes, which we know are so important in Football Manager, notably excellent pace, acceleration, agility, and balance, which are going to be extremely important for a winger to be able to get past their man. The mental attributes, which maybe aren't quite as important for a winger, aren't as good as our physical attributes, but we are seeing decent attributes in key areas. I think notably having good decisions, flair, and composure could be really important for our perfect winger. And finally, as we move into our technical attributes, we are seeing areas here that are going to be really important for a winger, in my opinion. Dribbling and crossing, combine those with his excellent acceleration and pace, are going to be crucial for our perfect winger. But hey, good finishing, a good first touch, and good technique are also wonderful. And to give our perfect winger the best possible chance of succeeding, we've also given him perfect hidden attributes, giving him the best personality, consistency, and important matches to help our ChatGPT winger along his way. But ChatGPT has also thrown in a couple more added details that could be really important for our perfect player, notably some really interesting player traits. We are looking at a left-footed player, and they are going to run with the ball down the left, and given their speed and dribbling ability, I think this is going to work great for a winger. They also place their shots, plays 1-2s, which I think is great for their pace. They like to avoid using their weaker foot, not necessarily sure about that one. But with good dribbling ability, they also like to beat their opponent repeatedly. And being left footed, they do cut inside from their right wing. Almost like an Ian Robin type player might be what we're looking at right now. Some other things, they like to get into the opposition area and they like to try tricks. I really like all of these player traits for our perfect winger, and I think they are things that all wingers could have. I'm going to be honest, I think ChatGPT is onto something here. This is a really good player. Their physicals and their technicals, I think, complement each other really well, and I think complement a winger. I think ChatGPT has chosen really good attributes and really good player traits for this winger to thrive in the match engine. That being said, Football Manager definitely agrees, but maybe not to a whole extent. This is a player with an insane 188 current ability, but they are by no means perfect. This isn't a 200 current ability player. It's only a 188 current ability player. There are still better players than this guy who have existed in Football Manager. Ronaldo and Messi at their prime were better. And I think in this match engine, someone like Kevin De Bruyne does have a higher current ability. So the question will be, how successful can this player be? So we have him on a short list so that we can keep track of his entire career, and we are going to simulate to the end of his career to see how the perfect winger, according to ChatGPT, did. And once we see how they do over the course of their career, we're going to see what we can learn from what ChatGPT is telling us to see what makes up the perfect winger and hopefully help us to inform what we're looking for when we're looking at wingers in the future. So we're in 2023 right now. I'm going to simulate to the end of his career, and we will see how ChatGPT did. Welcome back. We are on June 29th, 2038, at the end of our perfect winger's career. He's only 33 years old, but I used a really small database, and players tend to retire and leave the game more quickly when you're using such a small database. That being said, let's see what the perfect winger's career looked like. He started off his career where we had him in the Philippines at Maharlika, Manila. And after one season, he went to Manchester City on a free, and he stuck with Man City for the rest of his career. And looking at how he did, his career was phenomenal. Those average ratings are insane: 7.88, 7.86, 7.9, 8.07, 8.02. He never had below a 7.8 rating for the course of an entire season. And overall, 237 goals, 112 assists. I mean, look at those goal scoring up for a winger. For a winger, he was insane. He's making £625,000 per week. That's absolutely nuts. He also was huge for the Philippines, 99 caps and 84 goals. What a phenomenal international career. For a winger, he has been absolutely insane. So I am really curious to see what he did in his career. So let's look at that together. He made his senior debut in the Philippines, unsurprisingly. League Player of the Year, top goal scorer, Young Player of the Year as well. And he moved to Man City and became Community Shield, English Premier Division, and Champions League. And he was the English Player of the Year, Players Player of the Year, Players Young Player of the Year, Champions League Player of the Season, European Men's Player. What? Wait, he won the Ballon d'Or in his first season in Europe. He was the World Footballer of the Year. Hold up. Asian Golden Boy, Asian Young Player of the Year. Hold on, he's absolutely nuts. We need to look at the World Awards. The perfect winger had an insane career. We're looking at the Ballon d'Or right now. He won it most recently. He won it 6 times in a row. And he won 2 more here. I think he won 9 Ballon d'Ors. And along with Jude Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. as well, he was a regular recipient of the World Player of the Year award. I think he's having a better career than when we did the perfect player experiment. And sure enough, he was the under 21 player of the year twice. He has literally won more awards than when we created the perfect player who had 20s for every attribute and perfect hidden attributes. Somehow, the perfect winger in this simulation is doing better than the perfect player simulation we did earlier this year. So having looked at those individual awards, I want to focus on what he won with his team. But he was Premier Division, Champions League, Premier Division, Champions League, Premier Division, Premier Division, Champions League, FA. They won the quadruple. He's part of a team. They've won everything. They've been the Premier Division champions and Champions League winners like every year. Looking at the Champions League past winners, City have won it an insane number of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Champions League victories for our perfect winger. And unsurprisingly dominant in the Premier Division as well, having won 10 in a row here before Chelsea's doing really well, but they did get one in 2036-37. Looking at his biography here, the perfect winger had like a perfect career. He has literally did better than our perfect player did. How is this possible? He's not even 200 current ability, but he's won everything. 7 Champions League, numerous Premier Divisions, 3 UEFA Super Cups, a couple of FA Cups, 5 Carabao Cups, 26 total competition wins, and every single individual award under the sun, including 9 Ballon d'Ors. I think he beat out Messi. He was even the EPL top goal scorer twice as a winger. ChatGPT has absolutely cooked here because, again, we did this with the perfect player and they didn't do this well. And we have not created the perfect player. Again, we have created a player with 188 current ability. But this 188 current ability player has done the best of any player I've ever had in any of these simulations. So, what can we take away with this? What made the perfect winger so good? And I feel like if you're watching this and you're at this point, you're probably just looking at his physicals and saying, this is what made him so good. But I don't think it's just the physical attributes. What I think we're looking at is a player who really is the perfect winger. If we highlight the attributes for a winger on attack, they have everything. They have the crossing, they have the dribbling, they have the first touch, they have the pace, acceleration, agility. And I think it's how those things complement each other. The physical attributes by themselves wouldn't be that great, but the fact that he has pace and acceleration, but then also has dribbling and crossing and finishing, that's really what makes him the perfect winger to me. I'll also add, I think the player traits really help because we are looking at a player who wants to score goals. The fact that he has a finishing attribute helps. The fact that he gets into the opposition area, I think really helps as well. He tries tricks, and I also like the fact that he just likes to beat his opponent. He cuts inside from the right wing. I mean, this is almost like just a really amazing Iron Robin, but he also plays on the left too. What an absolutely phenomenal player. Like, if you saw this player in game, you'd be like, wow, this is a great player. But I did not think he would be as good as he turned out to be. Well done, ChatGPT. And again, what I think we're seeing here is how important attributes are for your position, but how attributes can complement each other as well and make your other attributes even better. Because pace, acceleration, and agility by itself is phenomenal, but is it going to be perfect? It isn't going to make a player this good. But when you combine that with good crossing, good dribbling, and good finishing, I think that's what makes this the perfect winger. Well, that is the career of the perfect winger from ChatGPT. And I must say, ChatGPT has done a great job. I think this is the best ChatGPT has done in any of the AI experiments. They've cooked up a phenomenal player who had a phenomenal career. I mean, 9 Ballon d'Ors. That is amazing. But that being said, that is everything I have for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think this is a little fun experiment, but again, I hope you all are having a wonderful week. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.